Well, welcome back, guys, to
And Happy
episode.
New Year.
Happy New Year, Happy 22.
That's so
um,
weird.
it's weird. Um, Welcome to episode 25,
Whoop, whoop.
halfway to 50.
Yep.
So we'll be at 50 in the summer. So excited for that.
hmm
But today we're going to talk about what everybody else is talking about, your goals for the new year.
New Year, God, I cannot speak today. New Year's resolutions.
Year resolutions, yes. So I'm excited to hear what yours are.
Well, and I'm just gonna say it. We're pre-recording this. It's not the new year right now,
Yeah, it's
so
not the so
we got lots going on in December and the beginning of January. So we're ahead of schedule over here, and that's okay. But I have not thought about the new year goals
yeah,
until we decided to make this episode.
yeah.
So we're kind of brainstorming as we're sitting here on what we want out of 2022. So
So yeah, thanks for the pre context. The
you're
context.
welcome.
But yeah, so I'm excited about my goals that I've set. I also didn't really think about them until now, but I was like, these are ones that I've been kind of thinking about anyway.
hmm Yeah.
So what I
Well, I feel
want
like it's stuff I've kind of already been trying to implement back into my life. So
right, agreed. So let's get into it. Colleen, how should we do this? Do you want to do
do we go back and forth?
yeah, we can go back and forth.
Okay, that
Cool.
works.
All right, you go first.
Okay, my first one is probably my biggest goal of the year and has been my biggest goal for a while now. I need to finish my book.
Yeah.
So I will be putting out a thing on social media tomorrow, actually. I haven't announced it yet. My book was supposed to come out in January. Because of starting this new job and just life, I am pushing my release date back to May. So I will be doing a whole post about that on Facebook and Instagram to make sure everybody's informed that they're not getting their books in January. I'm really sorry about that. I'm probably going to have some people that are unhappy about it, but I started writing this book back in March, and it is just not realistic to write an entire book and it be a good book in 9 months.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I need a little bit more time. I'm pushing it to May. So I'm going to have a solid 6 more months to just perfect all of the content that I already have. And, it's been a goal of mine to write a book for a really long time. Never thought it would happen at 22. Um, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So back in October when I started the job, I came down to a point where it was either suck it up and still release the book in January, and I pretty much would have had to half-ass it, and it wouldn't have been what I wanted. So it was either, do I want to release a good book, or do I just want to say that I'm a published author? And do I want to say that I'm a published author? Absolutely. I really want that on my resume, and I'm really excited to be able to say that here soon. But that's just not how I work. I'm such a perfectionist, and especially with this book being about mental health, I really want it to be a book that's going to help people.
Mhm.
So in order to do that, it's getting pushed to May.
I think that that's really respectable. I think
Yes.
that making sure that you're prioritizing things the way that you want them to be. And I think that also just getting into a new job, it kind of opens your perspective up more. And especially, I think that
Yeah.
it's also good because you're like, I don't want to, I want to make sure that this book is good and has good
Well,
content to help
and it's
people.
funny because I talk a lot in the book about prioritizing your mental health and making sure that you stay in check and just stuff like that. And I'm literally practicing what I'm preaching by pushing it to May. So,
Yeah. So my first one um, is more of a cliche-ishy one for a young adult, but I want to get more settled into my new job, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it well and kind of
mhm,
ensure that I'm putting in that effort that I have been continuing to do. But it's kind of weird. I'm in like a weird transition right now where until now, like when the viewers are watching this, I've been doing my new job with parts of my old job until we hire
mhm,
someone for the job.
yeah,
I am excited to get to that point where I'm doing my actual job and
mhm,
we have a lot of good things that are coming and a lot of good things that are um, on the horizon. So I'm excited to take advantage of those things and work those into my job, and then also just setting the foundation of what I want to be doing and how I want to be doing it. Because I have a
Yeah.
lot more like free range with this, where I'm the person that's calling a lot of the shots for things that are going on within my position. And so just kind of making a timeline and doing everything well and setting everything. So I am
Hmm.
excited for that, and I want that to happen. So,
That's funny because my second one is about work.
oh,
Um, I mean, I'm only a week into like actually doing the damn thing, but um, I've made so much progress in the last week, and I just have a vision for where I see myself a year from now.
mhm.
So, yeah, goals with that, and just like I working such a stressful job, I've been trying to really prioritize like leaving work at work and not taking it home with me. That's really easy to do with what I do since I'm in the news and the news doesn't stop. So just making sure I have a good work life balance. Um, and yeah, just keep going on the up and up, especially with it being my first job out of college. There's a lot of foundational work that I want to do, like as a journalist for this
Yeah,
job. So,
that's awesome. That's
yes.
awesome. My second one is traveling. um, I will, with this new position, I will be able to travel a lot more with work. And so I am excited for that. I want to see the country in different places that I have never been. So the
Hmm.
furthest place that I've been is Kansas City, Missouri. So I would like to see more of it.
Hmm.
And with our travels and stuff for work, I will be.
Hmm.
And so, especially next January, where we're going to be going to Puerto Rico and stuff. And so, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good time. And I also have a couple trip ideas that I've talked back and forth with like family and friends and stuff, and especially Colleen. So, I'm excited for that. I just want to see. I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife,
Hmm.
I can do what I want. So
Yes.
let's
I'm
do
going to
it.
take my first solo trip in 2020. It's not on here, 2022. It's not on my list, but it's happening.
Right. So just getting out and exploring more and doing more travel.
Hmm.
So
Yes. I love that,
yeah,
especially after the pandemic. It's needed.
it's needed.
All right, my third one is getting back to prioritizing my mental health. Um, I'm at a really good place right now, probably the best place I've ever been in my adult life. And I just want to, I feel like I'm at a point where like I could stay right here in this mental space forever.
Yeah.
So I would just like to keep her consistent. I haven't gone to therapy since August with starting the job and moving and everything. And I focused so much on my mental health over the summer that I was like, okay, I think I can back off a little bit now. But I do have an appointment scheduled in the new year to start going to therapy again, especially with the stressors of starting this job. So I will be bringing that back into the forefront of my mind here soon.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. That's good.
Mhm.
I think it's also I'm glad that you also like gave yourself a breather and some time to like just get more settled in everything and experience everything.
Mhm.
And so I think it'll be good to like get back into that and start talking to
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm excited to balance that better with work. I mean, yeah, I just haven't had the mental capacity to even
Right.
think that. And I've been jotting down some notes and stuff when I do think of stuff, or I'll even just like do a voice memo on my phone if like something is on my mind that like I eventually want to talk about when I start going to therapy again. So I am still thinking about it. It's not like I shut off that part of my life. I'm just, you know, I try to journal every week. Sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it does. So I just
Yeah.
haven't been harsh. I haven't been harsh about myself with it. Where like over the summer, because I was doing so much with it, I was like journaling a lot and was just really doing the most, but also wasn't working. So
Yeah. I think that's understandable.
yeah.
My next one, and I guess I should probably have said this before the travel one. Rachel and I, my roommate, and I have decided that this 2022 is going to be the year of chaos. In a good way, in a good way, because we were like, especially with the pandemic and everything, and then like I have really needed this past year to just like not do a lot and just focus on work. And so she has also, since until I moved here, she really was just grinding with work stuff and not like, prioritizing like other things and travel and stuff. So we're like, we're gonna travel, we're gonna do stuff, we're gonna have fun, and
Hmm.
give ourselves a little bit more of a leash to like have fun and do stuff. So my third one is explore this city more, and also just this region of the country more.
Hmm.
More of like, this the close parts of Maryland, Virginia, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because am feeling more settled here and everything, but I feel like there's so much stuff that I just haven't seen. And
Yeah.
so I really want to like go find those like, really special like mom and pop shops,
Hmm.
small little
Yeah.
hole in the wall places and stuff. And
Hmm.
so I'm excited for that. And I think that it'll be good too, especially just because like, I mean, I plan on staying here for a really long time. So
Yeah.
if I'm going to do that, I'd like to know more about it.
Yeah. That's
So
fair. That's true.
get away from just like, it's so easy to get sucked up into doing all the touristy stuff, especially when you don't
Yeah.
for like, you
That's
know.
true.
So I want to get
Yeah.
away from that.
Yeah. I feel like I've talked about that too. Like I live 3 hours from Nashville. I'm an hour and a half from Cincinnati. Like I have two giant cities and like I'm just sandwiched in the middle of that I don't explore that much. So I'm on board with that.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I've still never been to Annapolis, Maryland, which is like right in the Chesapeake. So I'm like, I want to see that stuff.
Yeah.
I've never been to the state of Delaware, and it's
Hmm.
literally like 3 hours from here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, I'm excited for that kind of stuff too. Weekend
Hmm.
trips.
Yeah. I know, like I'm kind of like in the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be tired at times because I'm in my 20s and I want to go explore, and that's okay. I can sleep later. It's fine. I can
Yeah.
sleep when I'm dead. It's okay. So, all right, I meant to say this one with the mental health because they kind of go hand in hand, but I forgot because of the way that I wrote it on my notepad here. But I need to start working out again. Oh my God.
Same.
That has been on my to-do list for so long now. And I love weightlifting and stuff like that. I think it's such a good stress reliever. And I did bulking and cutting my senior year of college. And then now because I haven't touched a weight since August, since I was home.
Yeah.
And now like I'm to the point where like I feel like, okay, why did I even do that my senior year? Because I didn't even like stay with it afterwards. I mean, it was great. Like I like was very proud of myself like for doing that, but I'm just like I did not plan on going this long with starting the job. I planned on like giving myself October off and that was it. And then it just I haven't even gotten a gym membership down here yet. And I just got an email for the one that I want to go to that they're having a holiday sale. So for their membership. So like you're supposed to pay like $99 for like your initial down and then $9.99 a month. And their holiday thing is that you don't have to pay the 99 down.
Oh, that's
So for the first year. So I'm gonna go tomorrow after work and I'm getting a gym membership. So
that, that is definitely one thing that I would like to start doing again too. I did a lot of like running and going to the gym and stuff in the summer.
oh my God, you were like walking all over DC.
Oh, I was like, well, I'm gonna go walk, I'm gonna run, and I would do it like 4 times a week or
Hmm.
something. And so, and that's what like I like. I like walking. I like running, like kind of
Hmm.
stuff.
Not me.
But I have put it on my list. Like, I'll probably wait. Obviously, I'm gonna wait until like after convention and stuff. But
Hmm.
then um, come back and go to the gym and like make
Yeah.
it a regular thing.
Yeah. Well, especially like I'm sure that you feel this too. We sit down a lot for our jobs. Like we both sit at a desk for our jobs.
Yeah.
And I just feel like even though I work at such a like high paced environment, like physically I'm actually not moving that much other than this.
I I am thankful that our office is a larger office and it's 2 levels. So when I go into the office, like I am moving around a lot more,
Yeah. Well,
but not
our
enough
bath
where I'm
our
happy.
our bathroom is clear on the opposite end of the building from my desk, so I get my steps in just peeing because I drink like so many of these at work that I get my steps in from just
I
using
know.
the restroom.
Half the time I'm worried that people are like, "What are you doing in the bathroom?" And I'm like, "I drink so
Peeing.
much water that I have to go to the bathroom like
Yeah,
every hour."
same.
Like,
I try to drink a gallon of water every day,
mhm.
and I normally go past that somehow.
Yeah. So,
So
I mean, like, I use my like big the like cup or whatever. And
Tumblr.
Tumblr, yeah. And I fill it up like 3 or 4 times a day. Like,
Yep. Hmm.
so yeah, I get that.
Same. All right. Well, that was supposed to be like my third wrapped into. So I'll go on my fourth one, which is keeping up with friends and family more. I've already been implementing this into like my current life, especially when I started the job. And especially because I like am working weird hours now. Like my parents text me and I don't see it for like hours because I'm at work or something or I'm asleep. And like my dad and I played phone tag on Friday forever because he was taking a nap and I was taking a nap and I was shopping and he was doing the dishes and we just kept missing each other. But I've been trying like every like Thursday or Friday, like if I haven't like heard from somebody, like or like for Kat, for instance, if we've just Snapchatted throughout the week and not had like an actual conversation, I try to text her and just be like, "Hey, how was your week? Do you have any plans for the weekend?" So I've been trying to implement that more with my friends and like my sister and stuff, people I don't talk to every day.
Yeah.
So
That has definitely been one thing that's been on my list to try to do. I didn't write it down, but I should have because I want to like start making sure that like I'm setting up like phone calls to like talk to people like once a month or something at least.
mhm.
And especially like I really want to make sure that I'm starting to prioritize like calling my grandmas,
Yeah.
talking to them. And we send each other like a lot of letters and like cards and stuff in the mail and go back and forth, but it's just my schedule's been so crazy the past couple months that it's just like I'll see you at the holidays, like kind of thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's one thing I agree. I'd like to also
Mhm.
do that.
Yeah, I like have a reminder in my phone for like every Thursday at 1, like, and it just says like text people, like if I haven't heard from somebody. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my fourth one is uh we kind of talked about this in the last episode, is just starting to try to seek out more like a relationships and stuff like that and seek out people and like be more open to that kind of stuff instead of like being a hermit of like I'm just gonna be by myself kind of thing. And
yeah.
like whether that's like making more friends, whether that's finding like an actual like relationship or whatever that may be. So
Mhm.
just kind of networking, make more friends, stuff like that. Grow it's
Yeah.
all to grow a network, even if you're not looking for like a relationship. It's good to know people.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. When I feel like I'm in the mindset now of like just I need to make myself available. Not necessarily look for something because I
right,
feel like when I am looking, I don't find it, and then when I'm not, that's when it comes to me. So just like having an open mindset about it of like if it happens, I'm cool with it.
right.
So I
I
get that.
think that's a good perspective. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, and like I feel like my social life, like since starting my job, has like heightened because I now have like my personal friends, and then I have like my friends from school that still live here, and then I have my work friends.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's always something I can be doing.
I like
Someone's always doing something.
that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think that like another thing to go with that too is also prioritizing more time to myself too though. So like kind
Yeah.
of
I
on the
feel like I feel like I've been doing too good of a job at that lately.
see I don't like that's something like I don't like I all like have become like when Josie and I kind of were talking about this, but I when I was in college, like I was always with somebody. I was always doing something. I was always with
Hmm.
somebody and stuff. And like that's just who like I am as a person. It's not like I needed like somebody to lean on to be like I always need to be with somebody. Like I was just always with somebody because
Yeah.
that's why like that's just how I am. But definitely have gotten more time to be alone, especially when I lived alone,
Hmm.
especially moving 500 miles away from and where you don't know that many people. But
Yeah.
now I have gotten to know a lot of people and everybody wants to be doing something every weekend. And so
Hmm.
I really want to like also take like one kind of like what you do is take one weekend a month
Yep.
and do absolutely nothing and just
Yeah.
have a good time. And that's what I
Well,
did.
you did this. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Hmm.
I
And like
loved it.
you definitely need to do it again, like in January after convention,
Oh
because that's
yeah.
going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it makes a huge difference. Well, and like I feel like in October when I started my job, I was saying yes to every plan that came my way because I started a new job. I was with new people. I was back in the city that like I love living in. So I feel like I was doing the most in October, where like for some reason in November a switch changed and I was like, nope, nope, I have a date with my bed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like lately the past month I've been saying I've been prioritizing my personal time a little bit more.
Yeah. I do get FOMO sometimes. So,
Yeah,
you know,
same.
feeling of being left but or missing out. But I I got a little bit of that like on when there was like that Christmas party that was happening. But honestly, for the most part, I was like, I got it for like a hot minute, and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would like it's good to see some people like outside of like a work setting or like outside of like, you know, catching up with
Hmm.
older like people who you met early on in your time being here and stuff. But no, it was so nice. Like
Yeah.
I literally woke up, took a shower, went to the grocery store, had to go exchange some clothes, came back,
Hmm.
got like dinner like in the crock pot, and then
Hmm.
just
Yeah. Well, like
yeah.
I've gotten into the habit of like, for instance, like this is an example. Like if you come to me and we make plans and
Mhm.
we say we're going to do something on Saturday, then Kat comes to me and says, let's do something on Saturday. I'm obviously going to tell Kat no, and I'm going to hang out. Well, usually we would all three just do something together, but that's not a part of the example here.
If this was a different scenario.
Yeah, I would tell Kat no, and I would hang out with you because I made plans with you first, right? That's what a respectful friend does.
Right.
So I've been doing that with myself. So like Monday, if I tell myself Saturday, I'm ordering Chinese food, I'm laying in bed and I'm watching Netflix all day, that is what I'm doing. And then a plan presents itself to me, I'm like, no, because I've already made a date with myself.
I like that.
So I've been trying to think of it as that way of like, I wouldn't turn that first friend down to go do this thing that's more appealing to me.
Right.
So I've been trying to think of it like that.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, of like not to let myself down.
Right. I like
So
that.
yeah, it's
That's
helpful.
yeah, I'm sure.
Hmm. Because I'm like, nope, I've already blocked that out for myself.
Well, it's me time. Sorry.
Yep. Hmm.
That's
And sometimes it's great to do it on a Saturday when like the world is alive
I
and
know.
you know people are out.
You're just up snuggled in your bed or on
Yep.
just watching TV.
Hmm.
Yeah, nice.
Yep, for sure. We're at 22 minutes. I feel like we need to go longer. Maybe we should have done 5 goals. We can do one more.
Maybe one more. I don't think what the one more is.
I have one more.
Um, I have one more.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so our last goal, our fifth one, my last one is I want to just be taking in and like more information and just learning more. Like, for instance, I have 3 books sitting on my desk right here that I have ordered that I have not touched that I would like to read. And like one of them is about IBS. And like I would love to learn more about my gut health and like figuring that out. But that's not going to happen if I don't read that book. or
Right.
for or for instance, I have like a queue of podcasts that like I want to listen to this one. Oh, I want to listen to this one. I've been slowly working through that.
Mhm.
Um, like when I was cleaning my room yesterday, I have one on, but I would just like to be like doing that more. Just like even though I'm working and stuff and that's exhausting, I still want to be like just a sponge and taking in more information and
I love
just keeping my brain going.
a forever learner.
Yes. I know I need to get in the habit of like reading like for 10 minutes before I go to bed.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah,
I've
that's my last one.
I've never been a big reader, but I want to try to
I
be.
haven't either. I mean, I love listening to audiobooks, especially when I drive back and forth because I can get through a whole book driving home and back because that's 6 hours.
Right.
So I've gotten through a lot of books like that. But like there's like the 3 books I have over here are just like not books. Like they're books I want to like highlight stuff in and actually really pay attention. Like
Yeah.
it's easy to listen. Like I listened to like a whole series of crime books
Yeah.
the last time I went home. And like that's easy to listen to because like it's not really informational, it's more entertainment.
Right.
And it's easy to listen to self-help books, I feel like, while you're driving too, because you're like, oh, I do that. Oh, I need to work on that. Oh, I do that.
Right.
But yeah, stuff like this, I feel like I need to just like actually sit down and read it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine goes around like people visiting. I think that I've honestly had quite a few visitors within my first year of being here,
You have, yeah.
and I'm very happy about it, and I want that to continue. But kind of, so my family, I was talking to my parents while I was home for Thanksgiving, and I was like, I love you guys. This is wonderful. Can we do Thanksgiving in DC next
Hmm.
year? And they were like, down, let's do it. And so with that, like also, like as much as I love Ohio, like I know I'm not going to be able to go back as much. And
Hmm.
so, number one, making the most of every trip to Ohio, like that I
Yeah.
take. And like I know I'm going to be exhausted, I know I'm going to be tired, but fill up my schedule and like
Hmm.
make it worth it.
Yeah.
Also, with the exploring of like the new city and stuff, my parents are probably going to come here for like a week over Thanksgiving. So exploring the city and stuff more of
Hmm.
let's go do all these fun things that we have here that you don't have. And
Yeah.
so just coming up with like really cool spots and stuff when people come and visit and making the most of their time here too.
Hmm. It's funny because when my family comes down here, I always pick like a place or something that I've been wanting to do and haven't had the time to do. And then it's actually like a lot more fun too because then we're all experiencing something for the first time together.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. My
Hmm.
family, my mom, when her and I have come, or when she's come, we have like sectioned off each piece or part of the city or the area, and we're like, this is what our main focus is going to be on this
Hmm.
trip. Next trip we'll do this kind
That's
of
a good
thing.
idea.
And so when she came here the last time, we did Georgetown, which Georgetown is amazing. And so
Hmm.
we had multiple dinners there, did all this stuff and everything. And so I think the next, what I would really like to explore Old Town Alexandria because there's just like a ton of history there,
Hmm.
cool stuff. And so I really want to do that like by myself and with
Hmm.
people, but also like, so I have a couple spots that like we can do. But there's
Yeah.
King Street is just like full of little tiny shops and like
Hmm.
restaurants and stuff like that. And there's like the pier and like the boardwalk and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really want to do that. And so
Hmm.
that might be our next spot to go to.
Yeah. It's funny because like when I came here for school, my parents and I came up with like a list of things to do, like the Bourbon Trail. They wanted to go to a Kentucky basketball game, wanted to go to a football game, they wanted to go to Keeneland. Like, and we knocked off all of those things except for Keeneland because of COVID.
Right.
So now that like I'm living here for 2 more years at minimum, I need to like come up with like more bluegrass things.
Yeah.
um, we need to like kind of extend our bucket list.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So, wow.
yeah,
I'm excited
that's
for
a good
us
one though.
to accomplish our 2022 goal.
I know, and I just feel like like 2021, it was, I don't know about you, it was hard for me to make goals just because like the pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
Like we were stuck at home and like it was just so depressing and we rang in the new year on your couch. Like that was a first. Like it was like it was hard to be excited about a new year. Like it really didn't feel like a new year to me. It kind of just felt like an extension of the shittiness that we had been experiencing.
Right.
So I feel like I'm excited to like have new goals, especially with like my life changing and starting a new job. I feel like that makes it a little bit easier. But
Yeah.
I feel like 2020 is gonna be better. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope that
It's going to be our year.
I hope that these freaking variants don't just keep multiplying themselves and it's just like variant after variant and it's just an ongoing thing. Not to bring up COVID, we try not to talk about that here,
Yeah.
but
Inevitable.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So, well, here's to 2022 and all that it has to offer us. Hopefully, they're good things.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Hopefully, we can do some more stuff together.
I know. I also like our goal together too for the podcast is to just come up with
Yeah.
more content and just, you know, keep this thing going. I mean, we're almost at a year. We have a couple months until a year.
Hmm.
So I think that just growing this and the platform that we have even more.
Yeah. And like I will say it has been hard with work to prioritize this, but I'm glad that we still are.
I know it has been, and we've had some people talk to us. We've heard from other people through people of how we are impacting our communities at
Hmm.
home, and just people getting good advice from us and stuff. And I want that to continue. And I think that
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for this, and I'm thankful
Hmm.
for Colleen, and I'm thankful for
Yes.
our listeners, and I'm thankful for growth with this.
I know. I so wish that I would have had something like this, like from the ages of like 15 to 20.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
that would have been great.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this goes and grows and
Hmm.
have some more fun.
I know it'll be exciting to see like how it changes as we change and navigate life and
Yeah,
everything. So
I agree. I agree. Okay.
exciting things. Well, I need to go grocery shopping.
I got Chipotle on the way.
Beautiful. All right. Well, happy New Year, guys. Thank you for
Yeah.
staying with us and ringing in the new year with us. And we hope that you have a whole list of goals that you want to tackle as well for the new year. And we will see you guys next week.
Yes. And again, Happy New Year. Just reiterating what Colleen said, we're thankful for you, and we will see you next week.
Peace and blessings.
Blessings.